Barely 100 days are left for your NEET 25 examination. And if you're still stuck in that 300, 400, 500 zone in your mock tests, and you have not seen consistent improvements, and you want to target AIIMS and barely 100 days are remaining, is it really possible to get 700? The answer is obviously a yes. But what you have to do differently and what schedule you have to follow, that timetable is what I'm going to give today. And this timetable will give you 15 hours of self-study with enough practice, enough learning, enough amount of time for coaching. And this will give you enough time to refresh yourself and keep yourself active throughout the day. So let's hear it, what this particular timetable is. And the most important thing, my dear NEET warriors, keep this in mind. When you approach NEET 2025 with a goal of cracking NEET with 700 target and to get a seat in AIIMS, you should never feel or never say that I believe that I can do it. Meaning, I may be able to do it, I can do it, but I'm not putting in that effort. You should not even say, I may do it. That means you are giving a possibility that I may or may not do it. Rather, you should affirm yourself that I will do it. That will is a positive affirmation, and these positive affirmations rewire your brain. It makes sure that the entire universe, your body, your soul is aligned towards your goal of AIIMS and 700 target. All right. So say this after me, even in the comments after the video finishes. So quickly smash the like button and also subscribe to the #1 NEET English channel in the country. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing, my dear warriors. And I want to see this comment later on. Now, when I'm going to give you this timetable, there are few rules. First of all, stick this timetable on your wall or at your study desk. The more you see it, the more likely you are going to follow it. Or else you'll feel guilty that you are not following it. And whenever you don't follow it, punish yourself. Okay, I'm not going to maybe eat the food on time. I'm going to eat it after half an hour. Or maybe I will not eat this thing, or I'm not going to take my rest for so much time. And if you follow it maybe for a week, then reward yourself. Okay, now I'm going to listen to music because I have completed my task. But make sure your reward is not addictive, like playing games for 3 hours, 4 hours. Then you will go into another cycle of wasting your time. All right. Now, it might be also possible some of you are nocturnal, some of you might like to wake up really early, or maybe you have some other commitments or your coaching timings are different. So accordingly, please adjust it. This is recommended. You can obviously change it as per your needs, and sometimes you might have to change it after a month because things might change. You might have to put in a little bit more or less effort. Accordingly, change it. Okay. Now, this timetable will give you 15 hours of self-study, enough time for refreshment, enough time to keep you awake and make sure that you are motivated throughout the day. All right. Now, it has been also proven again and again that if you are consistent, that is more important than seeking motivation, because motivation will give you the spike and timetable for the NEET will give you that consistency. That consistency is what will take you towards 700. And you might feel that somebody is very intelligent, very smart, but if that student is not putting in that hard work, it's of no use. An average, below average student who has worked hard again and again. Some students have even taken drop 2-3 times, but they were determined for their goal, and that hard work has proven to be more effective than intelligence. And I am telling you this, don't let anybody else fool you into saying that, oh, you should be motivated only, you should be intelligent only, then you can crack NEET. No, consistency and hard work, and that is going to come through the timetable. Okay, and the punish and reward method is very, very effective. So what should you do in the morning? Let's come to the point. Well, let's say you wake up at 6 o'clock. If you can wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, obviously things will change. Or if you are nocturnal, this will come down a little bit. That's okay. You can adjust this. 6 o'clock to 6:30, wake up, all right, and complete your morning routine like having bath, etc. Even when I used to go for my coaching, which was at 7 o'clock, I used to complete all the activities within 20 to 25 minutes. That also, in fact, included morning breakfast. Here, I'm giving you half an hour without the breakfast. In fact, have your breakfast and take some rest from 8 o'clock to 8:30. From 6:30 to 8. This is the most crucial time where you have just woken up, everything is fresh, and slowly it's like booting up your computer or turning on your phone, and this is when you have to do numerical questions, and you can even repeat the questions which you have made mistakes in the previous day. You can also try out those questions which were difficult, but mainly practice numerical questions from physical chemistry, or maybe even physics, of course, or maybe some kind of questions which require a little bit of thinking in biology. All right, not the direct ones, but the ones which require some critical thinking. This 1.5 hours will build that habit into numerical solving, and it will develop that interest in those topics even where you don't have interest. Trust me, even I use this method when I was in my 9th and 10th grade, and that's how I did extremely well in mathematics. Now, after that, from 8:30 to 12 o'clock, take breaks in between, but mainly use this time for reading, learning. Maybe you are watching some lecture online and making notes, or maybe you are trying to understand the concept, try to solve the solved examples in the book, class notes problems you're trying to solve. You're getting a hold of that concept, that lesson, that chapter. That is the thing that you have to do till 12 o'clock. Okay, you can take a break for maybe 3 to 5 minutes after 1 hour each. This method is also called as Pomodoro technique, by the way. Next, in afternoon, 12 o'clock to 12:30, finish your lunch. Yes, you can shift it up a little bit more, then your study time will increase from 12 to maybe 1 o'clock. That's completely up to you. But half an hour for your lunch, including your rest time. And after that, start with your revision, backlog, notes, and also you can take a small chintu mintu break, okay, maybe for 3 to 5 minutes. Now, here you can cover your backlogs. If you want to revise something, whatever you have studied in the morning, you can do that. Okay, but again, it is more of learning, grasping concepts, or going back to a previous chapter. Now, usually after lunch, you are, little bit down, or your energies might be down. You might feel like sleeping. That is where the crucial thing comes in. Actually, you should not sleep, because your NEET exam time is from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Your mental state should be the most active state. This is the time where you are not going to take even one single break. Because if that becomes a habit, you will feel dull, you will feel sleepy in the actual exam. We are going to tune your biological clock from right now. It's very difficult to change it at the last moment. This is called as the power play, where you are solving PYQs, you are solving average or above average questions, you are giving the mock tests, you are also doing some question practice, and without any break. That is the most crucial thing till 5 o'clock. Is that absolutely clear? Not many people will tell you this. And if you are liking the way I'm doing this, quickly, yes, smash that like button right now if you have forgotten. Next, in your evening schedule, usually your coaching institutes will have, or your online classes will be there on YouTube, or self-study time will be from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, where a teacher is delivering your content. It could be recorded, it could be live, it could be offline, it could be online, anything. That is the time. 3 hours usually is self-sufficient. Sometimes it can be slightly more or even slightly less. Okay, at 8 o'clock, your coaching is done. If you are in online, then you don't have to waste time in traveling. Well, you can immediately get to dinner, refresh yourself, talk to your family members, get some motivation, relax your mind, and quickly get back to studies at 8:30. You can push it up a little bit if you want to relax a little bit more, but I think half an hour is good enough. From 8:30 to 10:30, 2 hours, again get back to your backlogs, your theory, whichever you want to revise, or whichever you have left out in the morning, you want to do that, or maybe something new was taught in your coaching on our YouTube. Go through that particular theory and read that particular chapter. If there was some homework given in your coaching, or some DPP which was given, that is what you can do in these 2 hours. It is good enough time. So mainly your homework, your DPPs, or your theory from coaching, that revision, what you can do in this particular time. Now, this is also very important. Many people do not do this. Half an hour is very important to revise whatever you have done throughout the day. Maybe in the morning, okay, maybe in the morning you did some numerical questions, you faced some difficulty, maybe in two questions. Go through those two questions. When you read something, you solved some examples, you remembered, okay, there is one very important question. Just go through that question. Or maybe when you did some mock test, you made some 3, 4 silly mistakes. Go through those silly mistakes. It won't take much time. And yes, maybe when you attended the classes or while you are doing your homework, there was one interesting problem. Just look at it again. Just glance through all these things. It will get inside your head, and then your brain will also slowly start to unwind, calm yourself down, and put yourself into that sleep mode and sleep by 11 o'clock. And with all of this, guess how much time you have got? If you add the number of hours, including the coaching, my dear students, you have got 15 hours with the coaching for your complete studies. That's interesting, and that is super duper amazing. And there were so many breaks and enough time was given, right? Now, if you count the number of days to NEET, 105 days are there. If you are watching this late, maybe it might be even less, but hopefully you'll watch it on time. That's why please share it with all your friends. If you multiply 105 days with 15 hours, you are getting 1575 hours. That's huge. 1500 plus hours. But in that revision time during your month of April, where you are going to do last mile revision, your final revision, PYQ revision, this revision, that will take around 400 hours. That is the ideal time. And you will be giving at least 20 mock tests. Yes, 20 mock tests with their analysis and solutions will take you at least 100 hours. So 500 hours have gone just for revision and for mock test. So out of 1575, whatever is left in that, the number of days effectively left for your studies is 70 days. And 70 days, every day, 15 hours, if you give, you can complete the entire syllabus. That is what you need to do, my dear students. Every day that you miss out of those remaining 70 days, you should be really guilty about it. Time is of most value over here. Keep that in mind. Okay. The most valuable thing is the time over here. And that is why every day is important, because every day is costing you 15 hours, each hour having 60 minutes and each minute having 60 seconds. Let one second count for your NEET 2025 and for your 700 score to get into AIIMS. And I want everybody to repeat after me. I believe that I will do it. Okay? Quickly smash the like button and the subscribe button in case you haven't. And yes, if you want to enroll into our batch, the link is there in the description box, where you will find the link for NEET Express Station 2. That is a full-fledged batch with test series, with DPPs, with English medium level of teaching, and also you get ebooks along with full syllabus all India level test series, and the coaching material soft copy and hard copy options are also available in the Pro Plus and Pro versions. All right. So do not forget to check out the link which is there in the description box. Like to see you all in the comments. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Hasta la vista.